Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we have another monthly perfume tray. And in this video, I'm going to be switching out my April perfume tray and I'm going to be adding some fragrances for the month of May. And with that said, let's jump right into this month's perfume tray. I hope you guys are doing great today. I am so ready to switch out my perfume tray. I am a little behind this month, but we're not too late. So I am gonna go ahead and switch out the fragrances that I used for the month of April. The tray looks totally different from when it started because I moved them around. Some of them got some nice little dents going on, so that makes me very, very happy. I am giving my collection love and each fragrance is getting used. So now I am ready for some spring and some very summery scents. I am ready for the fresh fragrances, for the fruity fragrances, for the beachy fragrances. I want all of that. I'm kind of over winter. I'm not gonna lie. I'm over it. I'm over gourmands right now. I'm over thick fragrances. I am craving thin, airy, musky, fruity, sweet, girly, flirty, all of that. So I am very, very excited for May's tray. I picked out some amazing fragrances. I have some old loves and I also have some new fragrances in my collection that I'm going to get to know, see how I feel about them. Hopefully they stay in my collection, but you guys know how that goes. We're gonna see what is gonna stay and what is gonna go. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clear out the tray. I'm gonna give it a little wipe down and we're gonna start adding our May perfumes. Alright, so I cleaned everything out, gave it a little wipe down, and before I get started, I wanted to mention if you wanted an update on any of the fragrances that were previously on the tray, I do upload 2 monthly videos which are called my perfume diaries, and that is where I give you guys in-depth reviews of those fragrances that I add to my tray for each month. So the tray video is just simple. It's showing you the fragrances that I am going to be focusing on for the month. The perfume diaries is where I do the reviews, declutters, updates, all of that. So I am going to add them to the description box so that you guys can check them out. So first off, we have a fragrance that I'm very curious about. I recently hauled it. I want to see how this fragrance works for me because I am very iffy about it. It is the best one I've tried with the scent DNA, but we shall see. This is Lattafa's Yara Toes or I'm not sure how you say this fragrance's name, but I'm very, very excited for this one because this has mango. It has some white florals, but it's not like Paco Rabanne Fame or the new Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb Tiger Lily, where it's more about the white florals and you just get slapped with that and it's barely any mango in there. I feel like I definitely picked up a lot of the mango in this one, and I think this one might work for me, but we shall see this month once I fully test it out and see how I feel while I'm wearing it. But this is like a tropical white floral mango fragrance. It's really nice actually from my first impressions. Next up is a fragrance that I love. I love this fragrance so much. I'm very excited to wear it. I have not worn it since last summer, but this was one that I just couldn't put down once I got this. And this is by Michelle Germain, and this is Sugarful Sunshine. This is such a beautiful pineapple fragrance. One of my favorite pineapples in my collection, along with Girl of Now Shine. This one is definitely a little fresher, thinner. The pineapple is sweet, but it's not thick or cloying, and it does have like a very nice sexiness to it while still being flirty and fun and perfect for warm weather. Next up is another fragrance that is new to my collection and I fell in love with this. It was love at first sniff. This is Goldfield and Banks and this is Sunset Hour. I am going to be wearing this fragrance this month. I'm so excited because I fell in love with this. The minute I got this fragrance, actually the minute I tested it, because I did test a sample of this and I just fell in love. This is a beautiful scent for warm weather. Next up, we have a fragrance that I also fell in love with. The first time that I actually gave it a full wear, I was so impressed by it. It was just addicting to me. And this is from Swiss Arabian. This is Shagaf Oud Amar. If you have not tried this fragrance and you are a fruity, floral type of girl, you will love this. This is just such a beautiful fragrance and it performs amazing and it's beautiful. Next up, we have one that I, again, loved so much. This is a flanker celebrity fragrance, affordable, and I love this from the minute that I got it, and it has gotten better and better over time. I ran out of the original one, which I have been thinking to bring it back to my collection, but I think I'm okay with this one. I actually think I like this one better. This is Ariana Grande's Cloud Pink. And as you can see, it has a pretty good dent going on, and I'm definitely going to be maybe even going through this summer because I love this fragrance. It is similar to the original Cloud, but to me it's sweeter. It has this sugary sweetness, almost like cotton candy touch to it, and it's just addictive as well. Love this flanker. Next up, we have another Ariana Grande fragrance. Her fragrances are some of my favorite celebrity fragrances. This is one that I've loved for a few years. It's not one that I use a lot, but every time I do put it on, I freaking love this fragrance and I do not get pickles from it, thank God. This is Ariana Grande's Thank You Next. And this one is just such a beautiful coconut scent. I'm a coconut girl, so this one is one that I just always love to have in my collection. Next up, we're gonna kind of break up the, damn, this looks so cute. The orangey and pink is kind of like a sunset vibe. We're definitely gonna be breaking that though because we're gonna be adding some blue turquoise colors. This is one of my favorite fragrances. I'm so excited to wear it. I am very, very excited for spring and summer. Let me tell you, living somewhere with seasons now, winter can get a little depressing. I am not gonna lie. It's fun during the holidays and it's so warm and cozy, and then once the holidays are done, you're just like, okay, can I get my sunshine back? Can I get my spring warm weather? Yeah, definitely missing that. So very excited that these past 2 weeks have been very nice weather. So this next fragrance is a favorite that I've been using for so many years, and this is MAC Turquoise. I love the bottle. I love the fragrance. This is one of my all-time favorites, just mermaid in a bottle. And this bottle right here is just beautiful. I love this so much more than the smaller bottles. This is beautiful. I'm so happy. This is going to last me much longer and I'm in love. And this is like a fresh, citrusy, aquatic, beautiful fragrance. Next up, I am going to be adding an M. Micallef fragrance, and this is Ylang in Gold. And this is one that I love to take out during spring and summer, warm weather. It's also a very beautiful, beachy type of fragrance, but still being sophisticated and luxurious. It's not a sunscreen fragrance. It's not super beachy. It still has some sophistication to it, and this bottle is just beautiful. Next up, we have a fragrance that, again, I felt so in love with this fragrance when it was released. I have not worn it for a while, so I am hoping that it's still going to be just as much of a love. This is another flanker. This is from Dolce & Gabbana, and this is Dolce Lily. This fragrance right here, another super refreshing, tropical, girly, flirty, bright, beautiful fragrance. I really loved this flanker so, so much. Next up, we have a new release from Ellis Brooklyn. This already has a dent because while I was in the testing out process so that I could give you guys a review, I literally wore this for like 4 or 5 days straight to bed during the day to go out, and I love it so, so much. Breezy, a little tropical, just refreshing coconut with a juicy sweet pineapple. This is Ellis Brooklyn Miami Nectar, and it's a love, obviously. So this is going to get a lot of love this month as well. Just very easy reach for me. And the longevity in this one is actually very good on me. I got whiffs of it a lot while I was wearing it, and I just have no complaints about Miami Nectar. Next up, we have another favorite that I recently brought back into my collection. I went through a bottle of this before leaving Puerto Rico and I wanted to bring it back for this summer. And this is Giorgio Armani Ocean di Gioia. Even though the name sounds like it's going to be very aquatic, which it's very aquatic, ozonic, almost marine like, but it has the most beautiful realistic pear in it, and it's very juicy and fruity and just smells so amazing. So happy to be wearing this one again. Next up, we have two Le Monde Gourmand fragrances that I picked up when I first moved here, and I fell head over heels in love with one of them. The other one, it was nice. I really liked it, but I want to see if it turns into a love. I remember really liking it, but it not being a favorite. So let's see how it goes this month. But the one that I absolutely loved is Lait de Coco, and this is literally the most beautiful creamy coconut fragrance. I love this, especially for bedtime or after taking a shower and I'm just gonna be at home, or during the day on a hot summer day. It's just beautiful. The next one I'm going to put is Sucre de Cotton, and this one is like a cotton candy scent, and I actually chose this one over Skylar Boardwalk Delight. That one got a little too sharp and cloying for me in the dry down, but this one actually is very similar, more affordable, and it wears a little smoother on my skin, so I preferred this one. Now this tray is going to be pretty packed. I did pick a lot of fragrances. I was just very excited for a lot of them. So we're gonna see how we organize it. But next up, we have a fragrance that I went through a travel size and now I added the full size to my collection. And this is by 5 Scents, and this is In Too Deep. So this is a more sugary vanilla type of scent, just in case I want something a little more smooth, vanilla, creamy, comforting. It's very sugary and sweet, very pretty scent. So I love this. Next up, we have a Pacifica beauty fragrance, and this is Passion Fruit. I recently showed this in a haul and I raved about it. Beautiful scent for summer, for hot weather, fruity, very bright, and just beautiful. It's a really nice scent. Next up, I'm going to add Glossier You Again, just because I have a really tiny amount left. So I want to finish this off this month so that I can get rid of the bottle. But this is a very nice, like musky second skin type of scent, a little peppery because it does have pink pepper. I think it has iris, it's a little powdery, and just really nice. I get compliments from my husband all the time with this fragrance. So once I finish this one, I can start wearing my 7 Virtues Amber Vanilla, which I actually prefer. Next up, we have a Mugler fragrance, and this is Alien Goddess, which is the one that ended up staying in my collection over any of the flankers. This is such a beautiful vanilla coconut creamy lactonic fragrance. It just reminds me of a warm day, warm sand, the beach, wearing some tanning oil. It's just a very nice summer fragrance, and I have not worn her in a year, so very excited for this one. Next up, we have another fragrance that I got during the Sephora sale, and this is Gucci Flora Gorgeous Magnolia. I just love this so much. This one I'll wear if I'm going to go out to eat dinner with the family or something, because even though it doesn't have coconut, it has these berries. It's creamy, it's sweet and fruity, but it does have a little more of a perfumey touch to it. It has patchouli and it just smells really nice. I love this one. Next up, I am going to be wearing the Huda Beauty Easy Bake perfume. I really hope they bring this back so that you guys can get your hands on this, but I will be wearing this to see if I continue to love it, because I have not given it a full wear. I've tested it out on my skin, around the house, but I need to actually wear it to go out somewhere, see how it lasts, all of that. So I'm very excited to play with this one this month. This next fragrance I raved about so much when I first got it, and I have not reached for it in so long. This is from the House of Addict. This one is called Eat the Peach, and this has two phases to it. As you can see, it has like an oily phase and then like just a regular phase here, and you mix them together and then you spray the fragrance. And you can spray this on your hair, your skin. It does not mess up my clothes or anything, and the smell of this is like the best peach fragrance I have tried. I love it. It's juicy. It is just perfect for hot weather, very refreshing and just really feminine and just perfect. So very happy to be wearing this one again. So this next fragrance, we only have 3 left. This next one is new to my collection as well. Stay tuned for a video featuring this fragrance and me giving my first impressions on it. That will be up this weekend, hopefully, if not Monday. Let's see how quickly I can get that video edited for you guys. But this is by VILHELM Perfumerie, and I finally got my hands on Mango Skin, which, spoiler alert, this is a love. This is gorgeous. So you will be hearing more about this in an upcoming video as well as throughout the month. I'm going to be testing it out, but from first impressions, this is amazing. And this is one that you guys recommended to me. And again, you didn't do me wrong. This is so good. The last 2 are going to be dossier fragrances that I want to wear this month. I featured these in recent video where I showed you guys that I added these to my collection. And the first one is Citrus Neroli, which is inspired by Tom Ford Neroli Portofino, which I fell in love with recently. When I went to Sephora, I sprayed it on myself and I just loved it. So I cannot wait to play with this one and see if this one gives me the same feel. But from spraying this one and smelling it, it's so similar, so I'm very happy to have this. And the last one is Floral Berries, and this one is inspired by Jo Malone Peony and Blush Suede. So that's another one that every time I go to Sephora I spray it. I love it, but I didn't want to pay the full price because Jo Malone fragrances just don't really last too long on me. My favorite one is Scarlet Poppy, and that's the only one that I have a full size of, but I'm very excited to play with this one this month and see how it works out for me. So here is my tray for May. Very tropical, warm, summer vibes. I know summer starts in around June, but for me, it's going to be this month forward because I'm ready for the warm weather fragrances, and just this tray is making me so happy. I love switching out my trays. I just have so much fun with them throughout the month, and by the end of the month I'm just so ready for something new. I am that type of person that I can't have the same thing all the time. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I love change. I love just changing everything, even my furniture. I'm always moving my furniture around, which to some people might be crazy, but I love change. So this new tray is filling me up with creative inspiration. Just cannot wait to wear them, talk to you guys about them, create content with them. So thank you so much for joining me for this video. Comment down below which ones are your favorite ones for this month, which ones you're excited to hear about, which ones you have and love or don't love. I love to hear all of your opinions. Thank you so much for being here with me. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one.